This is the it's actually last year 2017 reg Bonneville T120. This is the black version. Does look rather nice. There's Vance Hines pipes on it, so it has a bit of voice. That's a little bit awkward. Let's get the feel of the pegs. And away we go. Ooh. And that's got a very healthy acceleration. I don't know why I'm slowing down. I'm not quite used to the traction. Just there, it's a little bit dirty. We've got some two-wheel company back there. No, you're on your own. I'm not joining you. I'm still getting used to this bike. Literally been on it 2 minutes. It does seem strange coming off of my fully faired sport touring bike onto one with no fairing, with nothing in front of me. I have to look right down to see the tank in the stages. It's really weird to have these mirrors above my hands. And of course the big reason for wanting to try this was to try the 1200cc twin engine. Because my bike is a 1200cc 4-cylinder. It's actually 1180, but let's keep it round numbers. And the figures for this bike and my bike highlight the characteristics of twin-cylinder engines and 4-cylinder engines. I'm definitely not used to this yet. The figures for this engine, for this bike, are approximately, it's just so easy numbers I can remember, 80 brake horsepower, and about 80 foot-pounds of torque. Oh, it's vibey. Definitely vibey. Feel that through the foot pegs. Not saying that's a bad thing, just different characteristics of a different style and type of bike. Yes, approximately 80 foot-pounds, approximately 80 brake horsepower, on this bike, whereas on my 4-cylinder at approximately the same total displacement, the numbers are roughly 115 brake horsepower and roughly 70 newton meters of torque. I'm not used to that bloody indicator cancel button either. Getting the hang of the clutch. So yes, the two engines of approximately the same displacement, totally different characteristics, well not totally, but different enough in their characteristics of operation. And also with this bike it produces its torque at about 3000 RPM, so the peak torque. So I'm sitting at about 3000 RPM now, trickling along, so in theory I could just, I wouldn't say crack open the throttle, but open the throttle and the bike should just pick up and go. I'm in fourth gear. That's about 45 miles an hour. It's often said that's one of the characteristics of twin-cylinder engines over 4-cylinder engines of a similar capacity, is they produce more torque lower down, which is, I think, it's basically true. I say I think it is. It is. It's the way they work. This suspension is rather firm. You know, I don't know whether, I haven't checked to see whether the suspension on this is adjustable. I'm not entirely sure whether it is, and I didn't really have time to sit and mess with it anyway, so traffic is really painful today. So yeah, definitely tell the difference coming from a fully fared sport touring bike into a bike with no screen or fairing. At the moment the speeds we're doing 40 miles an hour doesn't feel like anything, but obviously when I was getting up to 60-70 miles an hour on that short stretch of dual carriageway, I was feeling obviously a lot more blast in the chest from the wind. But that's to be expected, it's a different style of bike. If I was to end up with a bike of this type, classic naked style, I would probably fit at least a fly screen, small fairing, a small screen over on top of the headlight. The possible of keeping a secondary bigger touring screen if I wanted to go on longer trips. So these mirrors aren't exactly the best. I can only use the outermost half of each of the mirrors. The innermost half is covered by my arms and elbows. I don't think we're going to go the dual carriageway way. does pick up very nicely. It's a nice width bottle. And because it's a large plastic twin cylinder, it's got some nice engine braking as well. Don't have to go slamming on the anchors. It's deceptive. It's deceptive. I'm actually going faster than I think I'm going. Because this engine's quite lazy, burbling. I think I'm doing 65 miles an hour. And the engine's just ticking along at 2,500, 3,000 RPM. Oh boy, I've got to try and lose this flipping lorry. Now that exhaust is rather nice. I'm not a big fan of this fashion that seems to be going on for people putting the most outrageously, obnoxiously loud exhaust that they can find on their bikes or their cars. But I do like an exhaust with a nice bit of character. Very light handling. Almost, I'm basically just coming off my big heavy Sport Tourer with its quite lazy handling. So lazy, it's not, I'm not saying it's slow or anything, it just takes a bit of effort to get it onto a line, but of course that makes it stable. This is doing me, come on. There's traffic everywhere today, what's going on? the grips are nice. Come up to temperature quite nicely. They're only on low setting at the moment, but they're definitely noticeable. I'm sorry, it's the outside lane yours. Okay. Good grief. Oh, at least I can filter. But there's a Flipside car up ahead. Maybe it wasn't that guy on that green sport bike. Obviously one of those days for traffic today. Can't get anywhere. Somebody on a bobber. I'm feeling jackpot joy today. Get used to that indicator switch. There's a very firm press to cancel. I was riding with my indicator on a short while ago. I was very absolutely certain I'd pressed the button to cancel it, but I still hadn't pressed it hard enough. But then this bike has got 533 miles on it, so everything's pretty much brand new. It's probably had its first service. No, it's a 10,000 mile interval, didn't they? And it's had its running service, 500 mile service. I sort of turn my head to check these mirrors. Ooh, we've got a real buzz through the foot pegs and the handlebars when you're on the accelerator. It's just that throttle. So you can keep the revs down to 3,000. Not too, you can feel a little bit of vibration, but not too much. But when you crack that throttle, I don't know what engine RPM that vibration kicks in at, but it could be something to consider is planning on doing long distance journeys, motorways, dual carriageways, high speed runs. When you get up to about 4,500, 5,000 RPM, the vibration starts to come in quite strongly. But then, to be honest, you're not going to be up there very often. You're certainly not going to be cruising up at 4,500, 5,000 RPM. Because this engine's got so much torque, I think they can afford to make the gearing slightly taller than you normally expect. That helps keep the engine revs down at any given speed. These grips are really rather good, and it does help that I have some lighter mid-season gloves on, not my full winter gloves, certainly not my inner lining gloves. I certainly do quite like that exhaust. There's a nice burble, nice burble at tick over and lower RPM cruising. See how far through I can get. Not very, probably. Start moving. It's okay. It wasn't too bad. This roadway, it's just as the light went green, so it's not too bad at all. Oh, for goodness sake, what is going on around here? Didn't realise there was a chicken farm there. Yeah, it's a little bit juddery pulling away. I'm just wondering whether that's just my throttle control. My bike, obviously being an older Triumph, is carbureted. This is obviously a fuel injection machine. Oh, you can go after me, mate. There's a gap behind me, so you can go. Until you get used to fuel injected machines, I think they can be a little bit off-on feeling. There's definitely a firm push on that indicator button to cancel. It does sound nice, so I will give it that. It does sound really nice, that exhaust system. Vance Hines twin pea shooter pipes. They're not straight through, but they're certainly throaty. I would assume that they are road legal, and therefore under 100 decibels. It certainly is a comfortable riding position, I will give it that. The seat is slightly forward, obviously they're not forward controls. The seat, certainly in the short time I've been on it, certainly feels quite comfortable. And the actual posture is quite nice. I'm slightly upright, leaning forward a touch, but not too much. So yes, I could imagine this being a comfortable bike to spend quite a bit of time on. Even if it's just a day out, travelling across one or two counties, and visit some sites, go for a good day out ride with friends. All in all, I haven't finished them at the test ride yet, but so far, I think this is the sort of bike I could probably get on with very well. As I say, to do with the screen for the higher speed travelling, but I'm sure Triumph will offer something along those lines, if not an aftermarket company like Power Bronze or I didn't out of my seat by that bump back there.